All right, we are going to try something a little different this time. We're going to listen to two EPs from Wilson. He had a combined output. He had two EPs, plus he had another song for a collection, but I'm going to save the song for the collection for a later time. But we're going to start off by listening to the EP, The Will of the Sun, and track one is called For You. I'm never going to place it, but I've heard this before, and it makes me think there's a guy's voice. Drive me crazy. Okay. Really good, solid, danceable beat. Wilson doing his Wilson thing. Nice acoustic guitar. Nice bass sitting in there. Solid drum sound. Surprisingly clean mix. From something coming off an iPad, which is better. I do wish the vocals were a little louder, because it would make this great song sound even better. But man, you can write an anthem. Sounds like you bury a little percussion in there too. Cool. Clear, did you just say, I will go to hell and back where goats attack for you? Maybe ghosts? Kind of cool if it was goats. Wilson battling attack goats. Or protecting people from attack goats. Like a sentry or a guard. Or if somebody's injured by an attack goat, he's a medic. He can take care of them. I digress. So I mixed a song for Wilson, or remixed one of Wilson's songs last year. And I will say one thing that I did learn is that when working on an iPad, triggering sounds, especially for something like a string, almost everything tends to be at like 127 all the time. And there's a lot that you can do by pulling back to 70 or 80 on the velocity. And that's before you start getting into playing with all the other weird stuff you can do with strings to get different kinds of expression. That being said, the sounds all in work really well for a song like this and for the style you're doing. Almost hearing like a cornet solo, something like that, some sort of a horn. It could be a trumpet. Yeah, something. I just feel like an extra cool layer that could be there. Alright, so great work. Not surprised. It's Wilson being Wilson. A most substantial fade. It's still going. It's still going. That's a lot of fade. Are we still fading? We're fading. It's like Kid and Play in here. Okay. Track 2. Begin again. Begin again. Alright, so I'm going to bring up a technical point here, and this is something I already messaged Wilson about. I don't know if the guitar is just slightly out of tune, or if it's an intonation issue, but I can hear it over and over there. So I go on and on about song length and long intros and long outros with people. Strangely, I don't have nearly that issue as much with Wilson as I do with others. And I think it just has to do with the mood he sets. Good on you for pushing into that part of your range. This creates just a really nice space for the song to exist in. Really happy with what you're doing here. far in I am? No, but I'm about 3 minutes in. So we got a lot of instrumental to go. So one of the tricks you could have done to extend the EP would have been to have a single mix and an extended mix on both of these songs so far. Nice string arrangement lines. Yeah, this is a part where I think everything's at 127, and being down a little bit so that it swelled and had a little bit more atmosphere might be something to look into. There's a different tone and character as you drop down in the velocities on those libraries. Alright, so that's just another really long fade. Cool if that's what you're going for. I mean, that seems to be part of your aesthetic. Still waiting. Come on, Alone Tone. All right, so feel flows. I'm actually looking back at my own comment from prior on this. That it's like an electronic version of Fool's Gold. Let's see if I still feel the same way. I want to know what's making that sound. That can't even do it. That's it. Alright, so now I'm picturing some dude in Manchester in the late 80s wearing a bucket hat, some congas. Probably has a name like Stiv or something like that. So one of the other reviews was talking about as you repeat things, building in layers of interest, just because it gets boring. And that's exactly what's going on here, is that you're building in new layers of interest. Let's see. Already brought in, now the tambourine is there. It's just good, solid overall construction and arrangement. It's just about the time I was going to say, all right, let's do something. New sound shows up. So we're, I don't know, I guess 4.5 minutes in, 5 minutes in. And this is a cool aesthetic and it's a cool groove. But now I want something. Either add something or take something away from me. You can go 11 minutes with this, no problem, but I just feel like there could be a little bit more movement to it. There comes at least something. There we go. There's something. There's a little... It's just different movement. So what I think is going to be funny is, I'm listening to this now and I'm probably 6 minutes into it. And when I edit this for the video, this song's going to last like 25 seconds long. Okay, so we're at 8 minutes in, and now you've just dropped things out. So I can't remember if this is going to happen or not, but based on the shape of the waveform, I feel like we've got 3 minutes of disassembly coming. That's a lot of disassembly. This is mostly just... Oh, no, it came back. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. But it's come back different. See, I like that. He's just out to make a comment about being an old guy who just complains about things that just are not quite his style. So now we're breaking things down into smaller and smaller pieces. All right, we'll wait for him to just jump, but we've still got a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go. So again, I'm going to point out another really, 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 really long fade. Then again, I've never been in a club hyped up on E, so maybe there's that. And to point out, Stiv is gone now. He stopped playing his bongos with his bucket hat. Probably went over to the bar to get a beer. Oi, nice lager. Something like that. I can hear him. I can picture him. He's somebody who would greet you with oi. Stiv, the conga player, the bucket hat, possibly a gold chain. Wait, is that the ghost of Stiv? Does Stiv have some claves? All right, so this is the end of Wilson's quote-unquote official album. So now we're going to go, or EP, so now we're going to go on to Shine, his collection of outtakes. At the time of this, actually, let's just go check. At the time of this, let's check the main page. Yeah, Shine is still sitting at number 1 on the list for Alone Tone Most Popular, and has been there for like a week, ever since he put it up. So, let's listen to an outtake that he didn't think was good enough. Here, outtake, just one of those songs that didn't seem to work. Wanted to recut the vocals because they were basically scratch vocals, which sounded awful, but I ran out of time, so I basically gave up. It's an awkward song for me. Here it is, warts and all. Something I've learned with my own songs, and I've heard it from a few others too, is that the songs you think are going to be popular sometimes aren't, and the ones you think suck, people love. I don't know why this would be even moderately considered to be an outtake. This is just right in the Wilson wheelhouse. It's a great song. Not sure why you'd want to recut this vocal. It has a lot of emotion and feeling to it. And I don't find the song to be even moderately awkward. It feels like a great shoegaze ballad of sorts, I guess, is what we can call it. So, in terms of awkward lyrics, let me tell you what I hear without digging deep into it, and also because I can't read them. Remember when time has come and gone away. That's it. How long must we wait? Time has come and gone away. How long must we wait? Remember when? That's it. That's what I remember from the song. That's what I hear from the song. So you're thinking too hard and consider all this to be awkward. Says the guy who writes songs about donkeys and now apparently falconry. Look at that. A regular human fade out. Cool. It's a great song. Unfinished One. Writer's block stopped you from writing lyrics. As we've already deduced, we've got things about llamas. We've got words that you can rhyme with show, snow, and glow. Get lyrical content out of anything. I use a rhyming dictionary all the time. I just will like find part of a line and do that. The other thing I do is I write down phrases that I hear. When I went to the last mountain recording retreat, I wrote down a ton of just phrases people would say, like, that's a song title or that's an album title. And then they end up popping up in places later because all you need is one line to break out of writer's block. I'm practically writing lyrics in my head to this right now. Shoot, just give a bass idea to Brent, or let Brent hear it. He'll write you 9 sets of lyrics for this. I'm half tempted to grab this song, add a vocal to it, and release Finished One. Alright, so I had brought up intonation or tuning before, and I was just sort of doing the chords in my head there, and I'm willing to bet that it's your G string that is the issue, because I hear it when you play a D chord, or what I'm thinking is a D chord. I would check the string open and then check it on the 2nd and the 5th frets and see if it moves, and if so, you might want to tune it to match where it's going to be when you're playing the chord as opposed to it being in tune when it's open. It's a trick I have to do with a couple of my guitars that if I know where I'm playing, I'll find the note that's out, and then I'll adjust the tuning there, and I'll kind of let the rest of it hide. Alright, so this is For You as an acoustic version. And it's driving me crazy I can hear the guy's voice in my head. But I can't get the song. So this is unmixed, as is noted here. But yeah, I would definitely want to hear the bass more forward here, and I want your voice louder on everything, period. Stop hiding it. Again, when I had Trax ears, first thing I did was take your voice way forward. But I mean, if you're going to release a second version of the song, this is the one to do. Pretty cool. The whole song only has 3 chords. Well, that was cool. Track 4, The Road. This is the one written by robots. Alright, so I found an AI lyric generator and pointed Wilson towards it. Said, here's your next hit. And he decided to do it. This is great. Because you're not overthinking it either. Who doesn't love a hand clap break? Hey! Nice. Little art of noise sound. This is fun. And you want to think of this as an outtake. I think of this as just a fun track on the record. And I love the call and response with yourself. Jump in the line ahead of yourself. Perfect. Indeed. Ooh, precisely. How do you not like this? This is great. Less serious, more fun. Boom. Look at that. You delivered. All right, so listen to the two EPs, and I'm holding the Jazz Odyssey song for when we do that whole record there. This stuff's great. I think you're way too hard on yourself. I think that you set way too high standards for yourself, and that if you just look at what happens when you release songs and what it does on, it's a small world, but what it does in the world of Alone Tone and how people react, or even when you post things in other places, you're very good at this. And people like what you do. And so you should do more of it instead of telling us, I got nothing. I got writer's block. No, you don't. No, you don't. Just go do your songs. People love them. Keep up the good work. Awesome. Later. Bye.